on my first Shabbaton with NCSY, and I remember a four-letter word that he used in his Havdalah speech, G-U-T-S, guts. And it's those four letters that have pretty much changed the course of my life.
The first time I met Charlie was spring regional, the end of 9th grade. From that first smile, that first handshake, we just clicked. We kept in touch over the summer. We began Torah by phone the following year. We didn't miss a week till senior graduation 3 years later. We learned about davening. My davening hasn't been the same since. Charlie's my ace, he's my mentor, he's one of my best friends, and I just can't thank him enough for everything he's done for me.
There's a system out there that can change your life in ways that you had no idea, that can show you pleasure and joy like you never understood, greater than the internet, better than anything you've ever imagined, connecting you to your roots, to your great-great-great-great-grandparents of 3,000 years. A system so good that there are people that are willing to give up their lives to teach it.
I remember when I was trying to decide where I wanted to go to school in Israel, Charlie took me to the side and gave me a good yelling about exactly what school he wanted me to attend, just like an older brother would. And when I needed them, when I was trying to decide where to go to school after going to Israel, I just decided that if there were any place that I wanted to stay in New York, it would of course be Charlie and Dina's.
I started senior NCSY at the end of my 8th grade year, and I noticed this one advisor who stood out from the rest. His name was Charlie Harary. And he just inspired people. He spoke about guts, he spoke about lightning, he spoke about basketball, he spoke about anything, and he related it to Judaism. And I was wondering about it, how Charlie Harary, who comes in for 2 days, 3 times a year, how he can inspire and impact so many kids like myself. And I thought about it, in hindsight, what Charlie does in NCSY. It's not just his speeches. Charlie represents being a cool Jew. And that's what it was. It was the way he acts, the way he lives his life in a normal way, in a fun way, and in a way dedicated to Judaism.
What makes Charlie so special isn't the fact that he can get up, give an amazing speech at Shalosh Shodis or Havdalah or any time, and make you feel like he's talking directly to you, and make every single person in the room think the same thing. But the fact that he's totally dedicated. He comes year in and year out. Charlie's been there every year, and he's totally dedicated, and he'll never stop being dedicated to any of the NCSYers who want to call him, who want to email him. I remember the end of his speeches usually ends with his email address.
What makes Charlie so outstanding is that he gives 100% to Hashem. And whatever he does, it's only because he's a Jew first, and a lover of Klal Yisrael first, and a businessman next.
People ask you, what is unique about NCSY? What makes NCSY so special? And I often say one of the things is the university students who serve as advisors. They are what makes NCSY so magical and so special. And usually an advisor comes for a year, 2 years, if we're lucky, 3 years, they graduate school and they take jobs and they're not available to come any longer. It is so unusual that an advisor comes. Charlie Harary joined us 8 years ago. And within the last couple of years, I think he missed 2 Shabbatons. And I think it is because he is so close to the NCSYers.
When you think about people in your community, when you think about people anywhere in the world who you would want to speak to when you have challenged with an issue, when you have a problem you want to resolve, when you care about somebody and trying to figure out how to help them, I can't imagine there's an individual I could identify that I would want to turn to more than Charlie Harary.
You know, we learn in Pirkei Avos, it says, Emor ma'at v'asei harbe. You should not talk that much, but just do it. So I heard a very wonderful shot on that. It said, when you want to find something and you really want to get it done, go to a person who says, Emor ma'at. It's no big deal. No matter what the job is, he says, it's ma'at. It's not a lot, but I'll get it done. That's the kind of person we need. And when Charlie came to me and he said he wanted to start the Young Leadership, I said, great, let's get that started. I'd love to bring in hundreds of young, dynamic, young men and women into the Orthodox Union. He said, Ma'at, no problem. It sounds easy enough to do. And Asei Harbe, he's done more than that. Today, the Young Leadership, the most dynamic part of the Orthodox Union, hundreds of young men and women all over the country want to come to be part of what Charlie has created. And it's a legacy that will continue and continue and continue.
When I think of Charlie and Dina Harary, I think of a bolt of lightning, I think of energy, I think of excitement, I think of enthusiasm. You know, when you hang out with Charlie, he just has such charisma that you feel like he's your best friend, and you know, you tell people, here's my best friend Charlie, and then you find out he's got 500 best friends because he cares about people. He cares about individuals. He's just really open to your thoughts and your feelings. And in turn, you want to adopt his feelings and thoughts and excitement. And I thank God every day that his excitement is Judaism, is that Charlie loves Hashem, he loves God, and he loves Torah, and he loves NCSY, and he loves kids. And that kind of excitement is just, it's infectious. It takes us all over. And with Dina, who is just an incredible tzaddikas, she's so tznuah, she just backs him up, and she's just an incredible partner in everything he does. They're like the dynamic duo. You can't help but sit with Charlie and Dina and just think, I gotta be a better Jew.
An executioner looked at that rabbi and understood life in a way that he never thought he could. How could a man be happy with death? And he saw something and he was inspired. And instead of saying, you know what, I'll deal with it tomorrow, what am I, crazy? He used the inspiration to make a tough decision. And he said, Rabbi, I'll help you. I can't save you because they'll kill both of us, but I'll help you. Knowing that helping the rabbi in front of the millions of people was suicide in himself. When the rabbi said, I'll give you a place in the world to come, he stuck with it. That's greatness. That executioner exemplified greatness. A little bit of inspiration and a tough decision, you stick with it. And so in one moment, that guy achieved more than some people can achieve in a lifetime.